Dr. Mike, what was your childhood like?
Born in 1946, I'm 78. I was born in Tallahassee, but raised in St. Petersburg, Florida, and had a great childhood, had a lot of fun. My greatest adventure was fishing in Tampa Bay with my younger brother, one of my younger brothers, and a water spout came up, a tornado over water, picked us up and threw us ashore. And we lived through it, and we made the front page of the St. Pete Times. So that's one of my better stories.
What was school like for you?
School was good. Of course, I went to a Catholic grade school and high school. We had nuns for teachers, and they would walk around with a ruler and slap your hand if you weren't paying attention. But I had a great education. I have to admit that I was pretty well covered and ready for college. At least the education part was. I wasn't ready for the college social life. I got a doctorate in public administration, and I was a public administrator. I worked for the state of Florida, and I was a senior administrator. That's why people call me Doc. And besides, I don't want to be called Mr. because when I used to come home from school, if I heard Mr. Francis, I knew I was in trouble.
Dr. Mike, who was your role model when you were a kid?
My role model when I was a kid was my father, and still is, by the way. He struggled in his early life being raised in Pennsylvania, but he made something of himself. He was a builder and contractor. I still look back and think about things he's told me and what to do. And if you pay attention to him, you tend to survive.
Dr. Mike, what gets you excited about stamp collecting?
About stamp collecting, I've been collecting stamps for 74 years. My dad started me when I was 4 years old, helping him collect stamps. What got really excited when I traveled around the world, because I'd been around the whole world 23 times, and we stopped at countries and I went to the post offices and bought stamps. But I really enjoyed looking for certain kind of stamps, not because of the value, but because of the topics, snakes on stamps. That's topical collecting. And that's the biggest thing in the stamp club here that we meet in the senior center once a month, is people who collect topics.
Dr. Mike, what do you do to stay active?
My active life has been, of course, I work for state government, retired from state government. Love to travel. I've taken my granddaughter and my grandson on separate trips all around the United States. We get in a car and go to visit every state.
Dr. Mike, what do you want to do next in life?
Next in life? Well, at my age, I'm learning how to be an old person.
Dr. Mike, what was it like working for NASA and the Apollo program?
The Apollo program was fabulous. It was pioneering. They planned to go to the moon. And we were ground support crews. We flew around the world to handle communications in case the astronauts came back from the moon, because they didn't know. They were still learning what they were going to do. Landed somewhere there wasn't any communications facility or satellite wasn't available. And I was assigned, there was eight of us airplanes with crew members, handled all the electronics, and we supported NASA. So we were assigned to NASA while I was in the Air Force.
What's your favorite memory about the Apollo astronauts?
Without saying what I'm not supposed to say, they saw things and heard more than noises. The only thing I can say about it is we're not alone.